Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna, and today is WIP weekend number 139. It's Friday, December 20th, and I'm so looking forward to Christmas. I have been quite busy over the last few weeks doing Vlogmas. I'm really enjoying it. I've got some spectacular yarns from Aberdeen wools and a beautiful advent box, and putting a blanket together with an advent that my husband picked out scrap balls for me. So I've been quite busy doing those. So not too many finished items this week to show. I will show you what I've been working on, and I've also been working on my book cover inspiration, but the time is slipping away. I have had such a busy week. I started off by going to Costco, and took me 5 minutes to find a parking spot, and I think I was the furthest away from the store, but that was fine. It didn't actually take too long at the register, but so many people shopping, it was unbelievable. I have a love-hate relationship with Costco, so I'm not going back. I don't think I did forget one thing, but I'm just going to pick it up in the grocery store on Monday. I'm going to run out and get a few things just before Christmas Eve. So if you've been watching the Vlogmas, you've probably heard and seen some of the things already. I apologize, but I know there's quite a few people that don't watch Vlogmas. So I just wanted to let you know what I've been doing and what projects I've been doing. So did the Costco run, and I have been running out getting last minute gifts. I can't believe how much books are costing. I got my husband 3 paperback books. He likes true crime, but mafia true crime ones, and so I got him one of those. I got him a hockey book. Matt Sundin used to be a captain for Toronto Maple Leafs, and I got him another book about the FBI. So I couldn't believe it. $85 for 3 books. So happy birthday, Merry Christmas, everything all together. I couldn't believe it. I thought I'll go out and get a couple books, just to add to his Christmas stocking. But I was shocked at the price. I went, oh well, what am I going to do? So we have almost finished the wrapping for everybody, and I have them on the bed upstairs in bags because I still want to dust one more time and vacuum before everybody comes. So we'll bring the presents down on Tuesday before everybody arrives at my house. Colin's mother's birthday was this week. We took her out Saturday. Here's a picture of the 3 of us out for dinner. And when we were there, I noticed that she was the only one without a wreath on her door. So on last Sunday, I made her a wreath. And this is a wreath I made. It turned out really pretty. I actually love making wreaths. And it was fantastic because Michael's had 60% off all their little things that you put in the wreaths. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not very good at it, but I love doing it. And I think it turned out pretty good. So that was one of my projects I did. It's not going to be long today, so I am going to start right away with my WIPs. I just want to insert this tiny little thing. I'm so proud of my daughter. She's learning how to sew, and I'm going to put the picture up here. And what she's done is she's sewn fabric to the back of the shirts and then cut it out and then seamed it in with the sewing machine, but then also goes around it with some cross stitch floss. I'm not sure what it's called exactly. And she does all that. And I asked her, I was talking to her earlier on FaceTime, and I saw it on her. I asked her if she could send me a picture because I'd really like to share it with everybody. But if I don't write it in my notes, which I keep right here in front of me, I have my little notes for everything to say. If I don't write it down, I forget. So I just wanted to add this in, and we'll go back to where we were. Okay, thanks. My first WIP is my diamond coasters, which are in the family room already. Here's a picture of them all. You can't see them very well on the camera, so I'll just put a big picture in here of them. I think the hair is so cute. I love the Grinch. I've loved it since I was a little kid and was a cartoon Grinch. And then when the Grinch came out with people, I thought it was fantastic. And that's one of the movies we watch every year. We watch The Grinch and we watch Christmas Vacation, my mom's favorite movie, so I will always watch that Christmas Eve. And sometimes when everybody's here, there's no volume on the TV; it's just the shows playing. And another comedy, which it's it's not for kids, but Colin and I watch it Christmas Day, is Four Christmases. It's hilarious, one of our favorite movies. And my favorite all time movie is White Christmas. And I watch that Christmas morning while I'm getting the turkey ready, doing the stuffing. It's on the TV. My husband's usually still in bed. So I just love watching White Christmas. So that's my favorite of all times. So, the coasters. And then I've been doing some charms, and I'm actually going to just put a red bow around them and put on some of the presents. They are actually wine glass charms. They came with little rings to put them on. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But I'm going to give them out to the kids. I have so many wine glass charms, and we don't drink that much, so they just sit in a box. And what else have I done? Let me see. I've been working on a Christmas cross stitch, and I forgot about it when I was starting to tidy up because I have to clean this area. It's a disaster right now because of Vlogmas. My hair is just a little bit too short. I had it cut last week, and it's just not staying properly. And no matter how much hairspray, it doesn't stay. So the cross stitch I've been working on is a Santa and a snowman cross stitch. And I'm halfway done. So Santa's face and hat is done, and the snowman is almost completed. So I have all this to do on that side. Got these trees done. Oh, that's just yarn hanging off. But it's going to go back into hibernation, and I'm going to put a reminder in my day timer to pull it out maybe early November so I can start and finish it next year. Maybe even earlier than that because cross stitching takes such a long time. So that's what it's going to look like when it's completed. I do enjoy cross stitching. I can't do too much of it because it cramps my hands up a little bit, my fingers. And I thought it was my knitting, but it wasn't. When I stopped doing the cross stitch, my hands didn't hurt while I was knitting. So I was really pleased with that because I'm really enjoying knitting right now. And then, talking about knitting, I pulled out a old WIP. It's been since before the summer. It is a corner to corner. Just don't want to pull out the needles here. Sorry, I'm just looking for the two needles. It's a corner to corner blanket, and I've done a little bit. It's at the longest point right now, and it's just plain garter stitch. And I did probably 2.5, 3 inches. But like I say, it's at the largest point now, and I have just started to decrease on one side to make it a rectangle and not a square. So it's going to be, and it makes its own border. I will link the YouTube channel below. So it's going to be a good wide blanket. It's hard with the knitting needles on it, but that's the width of it right there. So it's quite wide, so it'll be perfect for our family room. And as you all know, blue is my favorite color. So I can't wait to get this done. I'm going to be working on it between Christmas and New Year's. I didn't start any lapgans for the wheelchair lapgans. And I did bring the final 15 blankets, which are right here. I'll move that while I'm putting this away. I did bring those to the seniors' home, and they were so appreciative. They were getting ready and packaging up everybody's gift and all my blankets. They had cute little piles on a whole bunch of tables in one of their rooms that they were working on. So they were so pleased they got more blankets. So I will definitely be going back to that same seniors home because they really, really appreciate it. And I felt the joy that they were doing for the seniors. So I'm really glad about that. And then what else have I made? I have been working on my knit socks. And I think I was at the heel flap last time. So I've been working, I think it's the gusset. I'm not sure. But I'm on the decrease now. So I was working at the heel flap. So I've done the heel. And now I'm decreasing to get to the size for the sock. And then it'll be straight knitting for a while. And these are for my daughter. And both of them are at the exact same length. So I've probably been putting in 5 rounds per day on each sock. So I'm enjoying that. I'm really enjoying the sock making now that my hands are a little looser. I'm not as tight. My stitches are still tight, but my hands aren't clenched up and as tight. So I'll be working on these during my, not mine, Colin's Christmas vacation. And we'll probably catch up on some movies and some TV series on Netflix that we haven't seen. So we'll get a lot of TV watching and I'll get a lot of crafting while I'm watching TV. And then what else is there? I have been working on a Vlogmas blanket and my husband has been, he's put scrap balls in bags and I've been using it as an advent calendar. So I'm just going to show you what I've been doing. It's a great pattern. It's by Repeat Crafter Me. It's called the Light Bulb Blanket. And I think it's spectacular. So there it is there. I'm not quite finished yet, but I'm really liking how it's turning out. And she has you do slip stitches for the wires to join all the light bulbs together, and I'm just freestyling it. I just, wherever it goes, it goes. I tried doing some little loops in there and some bends. So that's where I am on that blanket. I have one more row that I'm working on, and I'll show this to you after Christmas in one of my WIP weekends, but I'm really enjoying it. It's a fantastic pattern, and if you need a Christmas blanket, it's perfect. Just one moment. The house is really dry here. Oh, and I'm drinking. One second. I'm drinking from a Coca-Cola Santa glass, and my mom gave me this, so I've been using it a lot. And I think that's it for my WIPs. I've also been working on my book cover inspiration, which is a Christmas book. It's the night before Christmas, so went all through the house, not a creature was stirring. I love it. And one of my favorites and one of my kids' favorites at Christmas time. So I've been working on that for my book cover inspiration. And I will have the completed item at the end of the month. So I have a few acquisitions. So let's move on to that. First, Michael's had 40% off last week. I'm pretty sure. So with that light bulb, I used almost all my pound of love. So I got myself another pound of love just in case I ran out in the color Antique White. You never have too many of these neutral colors because they really, I love using a neutral color to join all my multicolored blankets together. So that was one item I got, and that was from Michael's. And then I ordered something on Amazon and it wasn't quite enough to get my free shipping, so I had to order some yarn. And once again, I got Red Heart, and I believe this color is called Erin. It's Red Heart, yep. Let me see, yep, just Erin. Another neutral color because I've run out of all my neutral colors. So this is a little thicker and a little bit sturdier that I find than the Pound of Love. So when I'm using Red Heart, I'll use this yarn to join squares. And then another color I couldn't resist, which was on sale for $19.99. was this Red Heart Super Saver. And the colors are turning out really great. It's a little bit darker, a little bit pinkier. And this color is called, sorry, Shocking Pink. Yeah, and it is a little bit darker. There you go, back there. And then my final acquisition is my monthly from Arcane Fiberworks. And I didn't think we were going to get it this month because of the mail strike. And the mail has started up in Canada, but there's no way that you'll be able to get anything to anybody in time for Christmas because I can't. They'll probably so backed up. You probably won't be getting your Christmas cards till the end of January. But they sent it out via courier. So this is the color. It is spectacular. Oh my God, it brings joy just looking at it. It's brighter, and I will put a picture up here of that. And it's the yarn of the month, and I chose the colorful package. You can get subdued and you can get quiet, but I chose colorful. And this color is called Never a Dull Day. And isn't it beautiful? I just love the way the color is like so clean and like sharp edgings, and just love it. There is in here, there's some orangey gold colors, some yellows, blues, greens, and purples, and just the way they all come together is beautiful. They do such a nice job on their yarns. So those were my acquisitions, and I'm sure I got some more things, but I can't remember. And so let's move on to my finished items. What do I have for finished items? Just the coasters that I showed you. And then, as you saw in the thumbnail, I decided to do a matching hat. Even though I said I was tired of doing hats and I was so happy to be done, I chose to do one more hat. And this is in the, I forgot what it's called. I'm going to get it. Just a moment. Sorry. And I'm back. It is Big Twist Twinkle. And that's more the color of there, a little bit darker. And I got this when I went to the States with my daughter. And I just love it. And my daughter picked it out. She wanted a neck warmer. So I decided to do the hat. And there's no pattern. I did it all myself. I have no idea what I was doing. So what I did was I just took the stitch count for the cowl that I made, and I got closest number to the size of hat I wanted to make, which is a lady's size hat, and it is very stretchy. I can wear it, and my daughter says I have an unusually small head. And I said, well, so did Einstein. So my head is small. My husband's got a normal size head. So he tried it on and it covers his ears. So it will definitely cover my daughter's ears. So, and then I thought, how am I going to close it? Because I had no idea how to decrease. So what I did, wherever there was pearls, there's two pearls between each cable. I just decreased and made it one pearl, and then on the next row I decreased the first two stitches of every cable, and it came out pretty good. I'm surprised. Like, I have a tiny hole there. I'm going to see if I can find a pom-pom that will match, hopefully like a burgundy with some blacks or some creams in there, because this is not a Christmas gift. It's just something that I made for Amanda. So I made the hat by myself with no design. I just did the ribbing at the bottom, and I think I did a knit to purl to. So it matched up with the cowl that I made. So it's a lovely set. And my poor daughter showed Paige, and Paige has already said, Mummy, can I share that with you? So I think my next project in cables is going to have to be a hat and cowl set for Paige, and I'll let her go through my yarns and pick out one. I think she wants a sparkly yarn too, so maybe the next time Amanda and I go to the States, I'll pick up some more of the Big Twist Twinkle. It's soft and it works up beautifully. I had no problem with splitting or anything like that, so I was very pleased. The sparkle in it never broke, which I was really surprised about. I thought for sure it'd be breaking and then it'd be sticking out, but I had no breaks in the sparkle. So I'm so happy to have finished this item. Got both of them done. The hat looks tiny, but when like you can stretch it out and it's like way bigger than my head. So that's my completed item, and I did this in a week, so I was really shocked that I could knit something that fast. So those were my finished items for this week, and this is my last video, except for Vlogmas, till Christmas. So I want to wish everybody a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy your family and spread the love. And I also want to say happy Hanukkah. It's begins on the 25th also. And happy Kwanzaa. It starts on the 26th. So we are all people on this earth. Let's try to get along and love each other. So Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, and happy Kwanzaa. I'm not sure if you say happy Kwanzaa, but I'm saying happy Kwanzaa. So I will see you next week. Bye for now.